wants to start off? You want to start?
Yeah, I'll start this time since you started last time.
Okay.
It really doesn't make a difference. This movie that's been at least half of our things so far.
Okay.
The Departed.
Ah, yes. Okay. Very good.
Now, it
That,
was in Scorsese. It was in,
yeah.
yeah, what's his
Jack
name? Jack
Nicholson.
Nicholson. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Very good. That's also on my list higher up.
Higher up. Okay.
All right. Yeah. But what more can we say about The Departed?
I know
But
that we haven't said, like in at least three previous ones.
yeah, well, I mean, as far as Damon goes in the movie, he was pretty excellent, and just he doesn't always play a creep, but he does it very well,
Yeah,
and he does a great Boston accent, obviously. Uh,
I think he's from Boston. I'm not sure, but I think he is.
I believe you're correct, yeah, which I think that's why they made Good Will Hunting from that location as well,
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, he and DiCaprio were both excellent in that, and the whole cat and mouse game, and um, and yeah, we've said it all about The Departed. So my number five is the Bourne Identity,
oh, okay.
the first one in the series. Which
Uh,
to me, the trilogy as a whole was great, but I liked the first one the best because
well, that set everything up.
yeah, I mean he didn't know who he was and he's trying to figure it out. Like that whole concept I thought made the movie great. And of course, you had some great action sequences like the car chase in Europe and I mean, just the way that it was filmed was really cool. The fight scenes, but Damon as an action hero, I wasn't so sure about it going into it, but he really pulled it off well.
Yeah,
So, do you have that on your list anywhere?
more or less.
Okay, all right. I'll stay in suspense then. But yeah, I thought that was a really good one. I almost left it off because, like I said, I have some honorable mentions. But so, what's your number four?
My number four is the Bourne series as a whole.
So okay, so are we allowing a whole series? I didn't know we
Yeah, we
could do
said that
that.
we went the last time. Unless we were doing, like Star Trek, the
All
best
right.
Star
Well,
Trek,
let's do
and you
that.
would do the series.
Well, let's since I had identity, let's call yours identity also then.
All right.
That's cool. So yeah, but yeah, it was actually if I was ranking like the top five movie trilogies of all time, that series may make that list if we were
Right.
doing that.
I mean, even the one that he wasn't in, that he
Hmm.
was just in by name.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, even that movie was good because
Yeah.
it explained, like other things about
Right.
how they were given drugs to become like uh, Superman.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean not Superman that flies, but
Right.
you know, above your average man type thing. You
Right.
know, and that's why the organization is after them and stuff like that.
Right.
So it gave a little bit more background, and then they would always mention like him in the movie, like is that Bourne looking through the window?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
some
Right.
stupid thing like that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. I
yeah,
did start to get like towards, even though I thought Supremacy and Ultimatum were both really good, and like you said, they kind of shed different layers into the government organization. It did start to get a little cartoonish in parts, and I wasn't as crazy about like the shaky filmmaking that the director of those two did as much as the first one, but definitely a very well done series. So
right. And then they came back with the last one with him in it, Jason.
right, Yeah. They can never let it just be a trilogy, whether it's Indiana Jones or whatever. They got to screw up and do more way later. Oh well.
Yeah, or like with Star Wars making a three-peat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's all about the money, baby.
Oh yeah. I mean, if they have a working formula, they're just going to do it till people get sick of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, look at uh, my mind is a blank. The biggest running series of all times,
Oh,
James Bond.
oh, right. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been watching some older James Bond movies because I figure we'll get to that eventually. And I had not seen hardly any, actually, believe it or not.
yeah. We could do that next.
We could. I still got a few more. It might take me a little while to make sure
Okay.
I've seen the good ones. But okay, so my number four is another series, but I picked the first one again, Ocean's 11.
Oh yeah, I was going to put that series as an honorable mention.
Okay. Yeah, and
But
he's not as big of a role in that one. Obviously,
uh,
there's so many supporting characters in that movie.
yeah, I mean everybody in that. I mean, it was an all-star cast. There was what, like 10 people or something like that. They
Yeah.
were all great.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you had Clooney and Pitt basically running the show.
Right.
Damon was like second tier, and then you had, I mean, Carl Reiner even was in the team, and uh, directed by Steven Soderbergh. I think the reason I decided to put it on is it's just one of those movies I can watch it like a million times and it's still entertaining. Um, and and he's solid in it as he is in everything. But oh yeah, Andy Garcia as the guy that they're robbing, Julia Roberts, all-star cast,
Yeah.
fun movie, and probably one of the best heist movies ever if we do a
Yeah.
heist list.
And now they're into doing this stuff where, okay, well, they can't do a fourth one
Yeah.
because obviously it would cost too much money because all these guys,
Right.
are getting big bucks now.
Yeah,
So
right.
now they did Ocean's 8,
Oh, right.
an all woman thing.
Yeah.
The same thing they did with Ghostbusters.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even see Ocean's 8, but
Yeah, I did.
not well received, I take it. All right,
It,
so
it was okay. It wasn't nowhere as good as
yeah,
the Ocean series.
right. Okay, so what's your number three?
My number three, get it up there. Oh yeah, The Martian.
Ah, okay. This was an honorable mention for me.
Okay.
Almost made it.
Yeah, I thought he did because he was almost like a solo player in this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of people called it Castaway on Mars. But oh yeah, that was a great movie. Directed by Ridley Scott, and yeah, a great survival movie. I mean, maybe a little far fetched with the
The ending.
rescue at the ending or whatever,
Yeah, right.
but then
Yeah,
again,
I agree with that one.
yeah, but then again, yeah, it's obviously fictional. We're not to Mars yet or anything, but yeah, Damon was
Hopefully
great.
nobody tries that when
Yeah.
they come up.
Exactly. But a cool setup too with how that he ended up being left there because they thought he was dead and he really wasn't. And
Right.
Jessica Chastain was good. Really, everybody that played a role, even Donald Glover had a small role. But yeah, Damon carried the show. I like that they had a good kind of like 70s disco music soundtrack for that was had some fun in the movie. And yeah, really good choice.
Yeah.
So my number three from earlier is The Departed.
Okay.
So we can move right along. So what's your number two?
My number two is The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Oh, this was another one that actually this was almost my number six. I I had to fight myself because yeah, this was a great movie.
Yeah,
And he played such a good psychopath in this.
exactly.
A different turn for Mr. Damon on
Yeah, I know. I think I like psychopaths.
yeah.
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 Nicholson in The Shining
Right. Right.
and Damon in the Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah, well, and it's even a different shade of a psychopath in this one because it almost has like a little hints of like homoeroticism with him and the Jude Law character, where he, obviously wants to be with him all the time and wants to be him, which he ends up doing, and then man, another great cast. Philip Seymour Hoffman was in it.
Gwyneth Paltrow was in
Gwyneth Paltrow. That's the name I was
it.
trying to think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett, Judd Law.
Yep. Yeah. Excellent. I think Jude Law was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, which he was kind of unknown at the time. The setting in Italy was great cinematography throughout, and basically a great murder mystery. Even though I mean, you know who's doing the bad deeds, you just don't know how he's going to get away with it.
Right.
So yeah, great movie. I almost had it on mine for sure. So my number two is Good Will Hunting,
Okay.
and I know you hadn't seen it until a few
Recently.
years ago, but yeah, I mean it's one of those movies that you can see why he and Affleck won for the screenplay that they wrote. Robin Williams won for Best Supporting Actor on this movie, which he was fantastic as always. We'll have to do a top five Robin Williams too.
Yeah,
Um,
we could do that.
but
I
yeah,
mean, I know what right up that was top two with the
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, he was great, and yeah, I mean Damon wrote himself a great part. I mean, being a math genius with a troubled background who gets the girl Minnie Driver, and then Ben Affleck as his friend was great. Casey Affleck as the other friend. So yeah. All right. So what's your number one?
Well, now you know what my number one is from my flubs.
I do.
Yeah, Good Will Hunting.
Oh, okay.
I kept saying Ben Affleck was in the other one.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, you did really like it then, obviously.
Yeah, I did really like it. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm glad I finally saw it.
very good. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else I could add to it other than, I mean, his acting was pretty amazing in it, how he's able to just rattle off these long speeches of historical information, like when he's in the bar fending off the guy who thinks that he's just some kid who knows nothing, and then he's just blowing everyone's mind. And
Yeah,
then,
crazy, amazing.
yeah. Yeah, so my number one,
I'm
you're
interested to hear this since I think we went through all the good ones already.
yeah, so this your mind is going to be blown. My number one is Rounders.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm.
Which came out I think just a year after Good Will Hunting. So it's a role that is kind of similar in a way where Damon's like this poker genius, and he also has some of these great rattling off speeches and things like that. But this is one of those movies, kind of like Ocean's 11, that I could revisit anytime. It got me not into poker but interested in it, and you don't even have to know anything about poker to enjoy the movie, the way that it was made. And then you got John Malkovich as one of the anti-heroes in the movie, Teddy KGB, that's got this ridiculous Russian accent. It's just hilarious. The scenes in the end where he's like, I will stick it to you, or whatever he said. It's so great. And Edward Norton was great in it.
And yet he's played in other movies with Russian accent also.
Yes.
I mean, it seems to be his
You're
every
right.
time he plays a bad guy, even in Red and Reds.
Oh, yeah.
He did a Russian accent in that.
Yeah, but this one was just way over the top. I mean,
It may have been his first try at it, and now he's becoming an expert.
yeah, maybe so. But yeah, I mean, you even had in smaller roles John Turturro and all these great people, and it's just a really fun gambling movie. So that's my number one. So this will be interesting to put together.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna have to put Good Will Hunting at number one,
since we both had it.
and that was your one. So
Right.
now, so let's see what the other ones that we had in common were lower on both of our lists: Departed and Bourne Identity. So let's see. Your two is Talented Mr. Ripley, and my one is Rounders. So I'm thinking,
We'll do Rounders since that was number one.
yeah, Rounders at 2 and Ripley at 3, and then we can put, I guess, Departed was higher. I had it at 3 and you had it at 5.
Right. So that, yeah, and we both had it. So that should be the next one.
And then Identity would have to be at 5.
Yeah, since we both had that.
Okay, cool. So you almost had all of yours. The only one that was omitted was The Martian.
Martian.
And then, hey, I got all 5 of mine. That's fantastic.
Wait, maybe we should look at that list again.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, how did that even happen? Because I didn't have Ripley.
Right, and you didn't have the Martian. So,
Oh no, I did not get all 5 of mine. Ocean's 11 did not make the list.
Ocean's 11 did make it. Okay.
So I do have one other honorable mention, one of the most recent movies, Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Very,
that was
very good. Another movie, kind of like Rounders, where going into it, I knew nothing, or I wasn't really that interested in poker. I'm not that interested in car racing movies either, but this one was, I mean, for the whole thing, it had you glued to the screen. So well done. And Christian Bale was really good in that too.
Yeah.
So.
And he wasn't driving a Batmobile.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, Damon's one of those actors that even if a movie's not good, he's always good, I think.
Yeah, he's got like a laid back type of acting thing.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like real intense. You know,
Right.
like Jack Nicholson.
Right. Yeah. Or even DiCaprio, if we were comparing their performances in Departed, DiCaprio's got the more intense thing.
Malkovich is like laid back too.
Who?
Malkovich.
Sometimes, depending. Not so much in Rounders, I would say, but yeah, that would be an interesting one to do eventually too. Malkovich, that guy is crazy.
I never saw I can't remember the title of it, but it was a remake. And the original was with John Wayne, and the sequel was with Damon and it was a Western.
Oh, True Grit.
Yeah, that was it, True Grit.
Yeah, I heard that was good. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I heard he was good in that too.
Okay, yeah.
But Yeah, I didn't see it. So
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, pretty good list. So I'll read it off here. So the top 5 best Matt Damon movies. Here we go. At number 5, The Bourne Identity. At number 4, The Departed. At number 3, The Talented Mr. Ripley. At number 2, Rounders. And at number 1, Good Will Hunting. Yeah.
yay.
We did it. That was a good list.
Another week completed.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked your list. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had 2 of my honorables. So very nice. So
Yeah.
next time, should we do now another decade? We could go further back, like
I
to.
figured you were going to say a decade. Well, what was the last one we did? Was the 50s, right?
40s next time. That'll be good.
Okay.
All right. So hopefully, like you said last time, we're getting better at this. I think we got our audio better on this one. We'll see how it comes out. But thank you, everybody, for watching. Stay tuned for more episodes, and we'll see you next time. All right. Love you.
Love you too.
All right. See ya.
Bye.